the first ever PED suspension and pop failed drug test in the influencer boxing scene by Viruzz. Did you see this?
Yes.
This is massive news. Just give me, I'm going to look up exactly what happened here. Give me your first thoughts on Viruzz popping high here.
Well, I'm glad they got somebody because I'd be pissed.
It was eerily, I don't want to say suspicious.
How did it find? Were they drug testing the fighters?
So let's just open
Like
the
an
can of
additional
worms
thing?
here.
Because when I fought, obviously,
I was
going to
say,
blood work. Like you have to do all the traditional stuff.
In your experience, take me through testing to fight under the PBA, because that's essentially the biggest, the most fights in the influencer boxing scene happen under the PBA. Take me through your experience.
It was kind of the same thing I did for my amateur fights locally, except for that we needed the MRI because I was fighting in the UK or something like that, so I needed the brain scan. But you get complete blood work done.
Guys, stop the video for just a second, because much like fantasy football season is around the corner, it is all year long season when you're trying to take care of your undergarment lawn. And we have to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Manscaped. Sensei, we already know Manscaped is a #1 pick in our fantasy hair trimming lineup, and they're offering the Performance Package 4.0. And Sensei, you know a little bit about playing quarterback. You're a little bit of the Tom Brady for the Haverhill Hitmen. Talk to me about the quarterback of the Performance Package 4.0, son.
Listen, QB1 knows, so we could talk about this, okay? Slide that quarterback. We have the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. This spaceship right here, okay?
Okay.
Is here to guide you on a journey to trim your body, your balls, and even your A-gap, son.
You're going to have to... What did you just say? Trim your A-gap?
Listen, a football player, A-gap.
Oh,
is the
okay.
gap
I didn't know what
next to the
A-gap he was
center.
trimming. I was making sure, bro.
It's right next to the center. You know, the quarterback gets underneath there.
No, I know.
What I'm saying? So
That's okay. So you get underneath and get
quarterback,
the A-gap.
listen,
I got
the
you.
quarterback and the center got to be using this, honestly, bro. Not just the quarterback, because you know what I mean? When we there on the center getting that snap, shoot, man.
So
Man.
Sensei's got his hands in A-gaps that he needs trimmed. But what else you need, guys, is the Weed Whacker. Listen, this thing runs through ear and nose hair like Aaron Donald runs through those quarterbacks, son.
Dang.
And also, Sensei, when all that's done, when you're through running through all your hairs and A-gaps and all the nether regions, you need to preserve and revive, just like, a thirst quencher when you get dehydrated on the field. Just like your fantasy lineup sometimes needs a revive when you're losing games over and over like I did last year. I use the Crop Preserver, and I actually don't have any more of it because I've used it all, the Crop Reviver. My crop is very well risen, Sensei.
It has been revived.
It's revived. It is living, but also...
It has made a full rebound. I just want to say that.
Some would say that it's made a rebound. But Sensei, you don't have to rebound with the offer that we're giving out. When you use code TBD at manscaped.com, that's 20% off and free shipping, son. So again, code TBD will have you feeling like you're throwing touch down there in your nether region and derrieres with, again, 20% off and free shipping. Thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. And now, let's get back into the breakdown.
It was just blood work.
No piss test.
No. So it's just a bunch of blood taken out.
Just
That's
blood.
it, dude. Yeah.
John Moxley style for my wrestling.
Then they do like a physical, like obviously a traditional physical. And then fight week, they give you another physical.
Okay.
A basic physical. Just to make sure you're good at fight week. Like when you
Still
do
no
bands,
piss
blood
test.
pressure, they do stuff like that. But no, there was no piss test, and then
No
blood
pre-fight
work.
test. No post-fight test.
No. But I would, and again, in the window, I think I forget when the blood work has to be done, but I think it has to be done within a certain window of the fight.
Of course, it needs to be done right after the fight.
No. I mean, I didn't get any work done after the fight.
That's what I'm saying. You should, like, for most commissions.
I was saying before the fight. There was nothing like. It
Oh.
wasn't. I'm saying
Okay.
like I don't think you could have gotten it too early. It had to be within a.
It needs to
certain
be
amount of
within.
time.
Yeah, it needs to be within a certain amount of time to be able to have a base or what do they call it, an alpha test.
Right, and I didn't get anything after the fight. So I'm interested. Did they just
Alpha
find this
sample.
in his blood?
That's the question. I don't really know. But here's the first post that anybody saw about this from Happy Punch. Viruzz allegedly tested positive. Allegedly, by the way, tested positive and admitted to using illegal substances for his fight versus DK Money. After a complete investigation by the PBA, 10 times the amount of testosterone was found in his body. Misfits win is expected to be overturned on Monday. There's a lot on this post that just confuses me, though. First off, he allegedly tested positive, so it means that Happy Punch either couldn't confirm the story fully from either the PBA or...
Yeah, allegedly tested positive and admitted.
At the time, by the way, but then admitted.
Correct. Yep.
So this wouldn't tell me that Viruzz admitted it without it even being confirmed? Which, I mean, Chael Sonnen, the bad guy 101, says you never tell. You never deny
Yeah.
until it's 100% confirmed, and then you come clean. That's the rules here, dude.
Freaking Uncle Chael.
He's the man.
After a complete investigation.
Which I don't know what that means.
Exactly.
How do you what are you investigating? How do you put the detective hat on and then go Sherlock Holmes on the drug test? Either you have it or you don't.
Right. So it didn't show up. It wasn't like so the PBA had to do an investigation, and didn't find it until the investigation. So it didn't show up like in the traditional blood work.
What I'm saying is how
right?
I assume, but what
and then
I'm
how do
saying
they
is,
find the 10x?
Exactly. How are you 10xing something you never had a base sample of?
Right.
Unless what happened was this dude admitted, hey, I was on, like maybe had a slip and went, whoops. By the way, I was on to somebody or on video said it. And then the PBA went, what? Did you just say he's on this amount, or he showed some kind of, or it was in the background of one of his videos that he's taking supplements? I don't know how this could even be possible to go, oh, we're going to conduct an investigation and now test you, and then retroactively place it to the test we didn't do in the first place, or off of your first blood sample that we got, like you said, not in the window.
But also it says allegedly tested positive, so maybe he did test positive. You know?
How would they just now be knowing that, though?
Right,
these fights happened in what? When did we go? When did we go to Arizona?
What was this? May?
Okay. You're talking 3 months later. What test takes that long to come back?
Right. It would have been immediate.
I have had my free testosterone tested 4 times this year.
Actually, it would not even have been immediate, but he would have never have fought if it was found in the
That's what I'm saying. If they would have used his first blood sample, he would have never have fought. So I don't know where this test came from. Unless I've heard of there being random testing by the PBA on fight week. I've heard of this. That some people get their piss tested and some people don't.
Right.
Just like an amateur commission or even pro commissions in somewhere.
Yeah, and then it shows up after.
But even then.
And then why so late?
Do they have to confirm it maybe?
Maybe
with
someone
more?
from his DK's team heard something, you know?
The only thing I can think of this being
DK
like
pushed.
Exactly. The only thing I can think of is this being legit is if something happened on that test, like if they piss tested him 2 days before, my question would be, why are you piss testing him before to get the sample after?
Right.
That's not how this works.
Or even if you test them after, what's with the 3 months? And see, again, a complete investigation, it seems as though admitted to using it, so maybe DK heard that and or someone on his team heard that, then they pushed it, you know?
But the thing is...
Maybe they didn't hear about it then, and then they didn't find anything until after. You know?
I don't know,
how did
man.
They find? What did
I don't know.
Find? This is just a little shady.
It's a little weird, right?
It's very weird, just the timing of it all and what they're even saying about it. It makes me feel like he's not the only one, or maybe they're just kind of like looking the other way.
That is the big issue, because what I was going to say is...
That's very influencer boxing-like, because there are some guys that have been on here that you're like, dude.
I mean, we've had speculations on things without anything confirmed. You know, we've talked about Logan, and he's not a part of it now. I mean, well, he's about to be.
But who was the bodybuilder that fought?
John Morrison on Creator Clash. You're talking about?
Yeah, that was Creator Clash, but
still, the Florida Commission would have had to.
The show star.
Oh, Arms Corleone.
Right, like Arms, dude. Like
literally, the name is Arms, son.
Like he's not
fitness influencer. I mean? Yeah, come on, bro. What are we saying?
That was PBA, right?
PBA.
Yeah.
So the question, and we're not here to accuse the PBA of anything. All we're saying is we need more information as to how this test was not only like what sample was happening, because when, like, for example, when the USADA or VADA comes out with public information, they tell you exactly what test fighters failed and when it failed.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Straightforward.
Very straightforward process.
Very transparent.
Unless your name's Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
But
this doesn't seem very transparent.
This seems, yeah. So there's only two things in my mind that can make this quote-unquote legit. One would be, like you said, there was maybe a suspicion and DK got wind of it and appealed, or something happened and they got the PBA involved and they tested him and then they said, oh, shit, we missed this one, our bad, you know, whatever. Which, by the way, even that is a major fuck-up here.
Yeah, because it's 3 months later and it had to take all this to figure it out. That's not
just
cool.
that. He fucked DK money up, son. Look at this dude's face.
Yeah.
Like, what are we saying here?
Not good at all.
Fucked him up. You're talking about guys with little to no skill. I mean, look at this dude. Granted, that can be attainable by regular means, but still.
Right, of course.
You're talking about dudes with little to no skill as far as, you know, what actually will be sanctioned as a pro fighter, whatever, which even doubles the impact, or doubles the which does, in a way, double the effect of what we're seeing here. Like, you're getting guys that don't have any technique, offensively or defensively, and being hit with this is quoted as 10 times.
I was going to say that's 10x, dude. This dude said Kaioken. He went freaking Super Saiyan 4 on these dudes, bro.
And that's the other thing. The only other thing I can think is legit here is that the reason they waited so long is, and again, you couldn't have tested him pre-fight, got this test, and still let him fight. Right. There's no way. So maybe they got to test back late. And again, that's a major fuck up. But the only way they could.
It says after a complete investigation.
That's what I'm saying. The investigation must have been, again, this is the only thing I can think of, them following him for months after the fight, retesting to make sure what they got was accurate.
And they found.
And they finally went, okay.
After.
He's finally now coming off of it. Now his testosterone fell massively. That's the only thing I can think. I don't know how that works. I'm assuming you don't just, because here's what could have been also. There's so many fucking variables with this.
Right.
Before a fight, your testosterone will spike. It will.
Yep.
10x?
10x is crazy.
Potentially, it could happen, but it's also going to fall that drastically after the fight. For them to have had a 10x test, this must have meant you had multiple tests to establish that this was irregular. Because if it's just before the fight, that's explainable a bit. Because you're in the most high state, adrenaline pumped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your testosterone's going to be through the roof. Maybe not 10x, but maybe. I've heard stories of you know, some fighters testing ridiculous numbers, like 7,000 NGDL, like massive numbers.
What's regular?
Normal testosterone walking around, mine's 794. Or between 794, like 800 and like 700, 800 is usually where I'm at. Most people around 4 to 8. You're in dad bod mode right now. You probably are at 350, bro. You probably.
I'm probably chilling, dude. When is game time though? When is game time on Saturdays? I'm telling you.
You at least 390 on game time.
I'm on that virus freaking gang, dude.
You on that virus pack, son.
For real.
So okay, there's a lot of
loud craziness.
He said he's on that.
Smoking that virus pack. That's crazy. Game time. What time is it? Game time.
Yo, you saw this was virus. Hold on. You saw this week? Please tell me you saw this.
not see this.
Okay, where is it at, bro? I know where it's at, I think. Hold on. This was Virus before he fought fucking DK. Let me see if I can find it. God damn it. Hold on. This is why I need a producer. Pull that up, Jamie.
Whoa. What was that, though? Real quick. I remember she passed away, Victoria Lee.
Yeah, the girl that, unfortunately... This guy. This was Virus before the DK Money fight. Motherfucker actually did it.
No, he did not.
This is Virus. This is actually him.
Dude, did he actually inject himself? Or was that one of the fake needles? It's gotta be a fake needle.
I think that was real, because where'd the liquid go?
Nah, that's fake.
Bro, is it?
He does not inject that. That's
you saw it?
No way. No, bro. That's gotta be
fake,
That's a
right?
false needle.
But where's the... Okay, and you pull it back out and the green's still there type shit?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, but still. Maybe I got trolled.
It goes... Yeah,
but
you got
you
trolled.
Get the point. You get the point, though.
Freaking size just personally throwing... He's bleeding, dude.
You get the point, no.
He's not hitting his freaking vein.
He was in the karate. He was right there in that bitch.
Right in the carotid, dude. He's freaking in this carotid artery, bro. It's not real, dude. Into his neck, son. He's right here. Dude, he's face planted on the ground, dude. There's no way. He's hitting his trachea.
That man became the Walking Dead.
He hitting his trachea. Go back to the size of that needle, bro.
Dog, it was massive.
Bro. And also, the needle doesn't go all the way in. I don't think, dude. It doesn't have to go all the way in to inject something, bro.
Hold on. Yo, is that not green? Maybe it's the light. It's probably the light, but that looks like some green shit.
No, dude. Look. Watch. There's no way that... Look at how he presses. There's no way he does that, dude. No.
He's in that vein.
No, dude. Either way he's pressing...
Yeah,
when you get like an IV or something, go put just enough, dude. You don't need the whole needle in your damn neck.
Yeah, it's the light. I think it's the light.
Yeah, dude, that's a false freaking.
That's too funny. That was Virus before the DK Money fight. But no, okay. Sorry, to get back to what we were talking about here.
Jeez.
So after this is all said and done, and again, we are still so confused by this because we have no idea what it is, what it means, or the implications of all of it, because we have to talk about that too in a second. But let's go to the ruling here, because apparently there was a ruling sat down from the PBA today, and they said, I'm just going to read all this, so stay tuned. Suspension of Mr. Victor Melita. Failed drug test. The Professional Boxing Association hereby confirms that Mr. Victor Melita, otherwise known as Virus, has, funny enough, failed a random test. Maybe, let's give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe not the level of UFC testing. Like maybe the test is expensive to be, coming back that quickly is maybe just a thing they didn't have. Okay. In response, Mr. Melita's pro boxing license has been suspended for a duration of 2 years. However, suspension can be reduced to 1, provided he enrolls in the comprehensive 2-year monitoring program conducted by VADA, which is what it should be happening, in my opinion, anyway.
Right.
But it's probably expensive. This is probably why they don't do it. I understand that. Which is 14 days from the current date. Mr. Melita has expressed his intention to participate in the program. Bro, you're never fighting again.
Yeah.
You're done. Like, this program means nothing. That's like
salute. Be out.
Committing vehicular manslaughter and saying, I'll just go to driving school. It's fine. It'll be fine. 2 years driving school. It's good. We're good. No, dude, you're getting locked up. GG. Yeah. What are you talking about? Additionally, Mr. Melita is subjected a fine of £8,000, along with the responsibility of covering the legal fees incurred by the PBA. The imposed fine will be directed at PBA's chosen charitable organization, the Ringside Charity Trust, dedicated to the aid and support of ex-boxers suffering from severe physical and or mental problems resulting from their boxing careers. Fair?
Yep.
Fair. Consequently, the match involving Mr. Melita and DK Money, which took place during Misfits 007, will be ruled as a no decision. I think the reason for this and not a DQ.
Was 2 months prior.
Yeah, 2 months prior. Hold on to that. But I think the reason for a no decision is because the fight didn't go very long. Even still, I would be like, yo, this is a DQ. Like, what are we saying?
How is it no decision?
Like, he shouldn't even been in the fight, dog. Like, this is a...
Right, yeah.
Because their typical ruling is, if the fight doesn't if the fight doesn't go on for a certain amount and the shot wasn't intentional, or maybe intentionality is not even part of it, then it's a no decision. This was the same reason they ruled the KSI thing a no decision versus a DQ. Problem is, this motherfucker shouldn't even have been fighting.
Yeah, but no, an incidental elbow, an unintentional elbow is not the same as
I agree.
Anabolic steroids. So
like, he shouldn't have even been fighting. He knowingly broke the rules here.
Correct.
Before the fight even started.
Correct.
This is a DQ, man. So I'd be hot about that if I'm DK, to be honest with you. But
yeah, for real.
These actions are in strict ordinance with the PBA's commitment to maintaining the integrity and fairness of boxing competitions and upholding the standards of the sport, ensuring a level playing field for all participants. So there's that. Okay, so we get an actual substance. They were made aware. This is the thing I'm still trying to figure out. How do you get made aware of the test results 2 months after the fight? And what was the test? It must have been a piss test.
Yeah, I have no idea.
If you're if you're dumb enough, and I'm sorry, no one should be cheating in combat sports ever. It's the one sport where I'm going to go, yeah, you shouldn't be juicing, because baseball, okay, you hit the ball further, whatever.
Yeah, no, for real. I'm the same way. I feel like, dude, any other sport, it's bad.
Open the floodgates.
I'm the nicest guy ever, and I'm like, okay, but if you do that and I get beat up because of that,
bingo.
This is real life assault, dude. No,
charges, dog.
You're committing a crime.
This is what I'm saying. Like, you should
it should be criminal.
That's what I'm saying. Now we're talking actual criminal. You should be held to criminal law here. And I'm saying it for him. I'm saying it for John Jones when he tested. I'm saying it for everybody that does this. Because this is affecting DK Money, who's not a professional fighter, who got fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
Flatlined by that dude.
I definitely think it should be criminal, because I always felt like I've always wondered, like, even like in football, if let's say,
I'm gonna find the shot.
If someone targets me and like after a play and the whistle's done and you target to hit me, that's assault, because we're not playing within the lines now. Even in a fight, if you intentionally try to like kick me or something in a boxing match,
assault,
or do something,
federal authorities.
Correct.
Do you wonder why these things aren't charged that way? Is there some kind of law protection against that kind of stuff? Like,
I don't know if it's a law, but it's kind of, I get part of it because you're playing such a violent sport, so that like damage is the goal, especially like in combat sports. You're trying to hurt the other person, so if you get hurt, it's like against the rules, so you should get penalized within the
here we go,
the realm of the sport.
Here it is. DK is having a great fight by this point, by the way. Let's not forget that. He knocked him down too. Bro.
Oof.
Done. And DK was having...
It doesn't even matter if DK is stronger than this guy.
He was better. He was a better boxer.
Doesn't even matter.
None of it matters.
You cheat and you used it in an advantage that hurt me.
Done.
Jail.
Straight to jail with it. Now, DK had a response here as well.
FBI, open up.
How stupid do you have to be? How stupid do you have to be to not only be taking steroids for influencer boxing, but also the double fuck up to do it so close to the fight that they tested you and then confirmed it, assuming after the fight it was still in your fucking system.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot.
Permanent ban.
What a fucking moron you are.
All of his money that he made.
Yeah, $8,000. What?
He should give it to DK. Whatever it costs,
facts.
give it to DK.
Yeah, whatever you're doing with the PBA and giving to charity and shit. I don't like, no disrespect. Of course, charities are great. I don't give a shit about that. Did DK not get fucking? Well, what about his medical bills?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care about the legal fees from the PBA. What about the medical bills of the guy who just fucked up?
Yep. All that. Give me more money. If that's happened to me, pay up, son.
What are we saying here, dude?
And you should never fight again.
Never. You're done. Now, here's the question that's going to get, it's going to, I don't want to say ruffle.
That's how I feel in traditional boxing and MMA as well.
Oh, 100%. You can't do it. No combat sport. Your lives are changing because of it. You can't no shot at all. Done.
Unless they're both doing it.
That's what I said about other sports. If you want to go full Ryzen, fuck it. You want to go full Pride Days, let everybody juice. All right, whatever.
Both in on it, it's whatever.
Okay.
That's the part of it.
That's the great equalizer.
If someone is not doing it and you do it,
exactly.
That's where
they're both in on the freaking work, then whatever. But let's say now this has happened once. We just assuming it's probably not the only guy that's got on PEDs either before, potentially during. I mean, we had Vitaly on a card, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
It's probably not the only guy, but as we move forward into the future with this thing, how do you get better with this? Because this can't happen again.
No.
This now, you tested a guy that tested positive for anabolic steroids and you caught him 2 months too late. Either we need stricter testing or, and this is probably the answer no one wants to hear, everyone needs to be tested every single time they fight. And I know that's going to be expensive, and I know no one wants to come out of pocket for that, but that is going to be the only way that we 100% make sure that no one's on stuff.
Yeah, that's the answer. Everyone has to get tested. It's got to be fair across the board.
Has to be. No more random testing, because random testing implies that you just randomly tested him and everybody else also gets. No, I think the random testing in this case means he was one of the only people tested.
What?
You said it yourself. You didn't get piss tested.
Yeah, no. I think other guys maybe.
That's what I'm saying. This is my point.
Did.
Other guys maybe had. So I'm thinking they're picking fighters. And to be fair, this happens in some pro boxing commissions in the U.S. where they'll just pick fighters down the list and go, okay, well, this side, this side, this side. And then if they do find stuff, then they go back and like, oh shit, okay, maybe we should have. But the point is, this is not you. Like now you're. I don't know. You can't do this. This can't happen. This needs to be a message from the PBA, and again, it's going to have to be the PBA or whoever Misfits partners with, especially for the Prime card, especially for that one.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Do you think that actually happens though?
Fuck no, I don't. Absolutely not. I mean, dude, absolutely not.
So I'm like, he shouldn't have been the first one.
Exactly.
Popped.
We were way too long into this game. I know.
What are we saying here?
And this isn't just this isn't a Misfits thing. Whoever the PBA or whatever governing body that is not testing people is doing here, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because, like, this dude just almost got away scot clean.
Says, what are you doing? What are you doing?
He almost got away with testing positive for anabolic steroids. He got away with it. Essentially, he got his moment. You know what I mean?
Someone found out. Someone snitched, or he said something. Something happened, dude.
That whatever test that took this long to come back is you just can't have it. What's the point of even testing people?
It's like when you tell your boy, like, hey, don't turn around. But somebody, and they turn around and you go, damn it! Now I gotta tell you. Now I gotta throw you under the bus.
Yeah, like if we're gonna be, it baffles me. Like what? Again, I know that the PBA is not trying to. I mean, I don't know this, but I would hope that the PBA is not willfully trying to sweep stuff like this under the rug and to have people, I don't know, fucking be fighting on illegal shit. But what's the fucking point of even testing?
Yeah, they got to be if they're testing, unless they're just doing it. No, they got it. They got it.
I'm asking, what's the point of even having a test to have it come out 2 months later? If you're that cheap that you can't turn the test around the same week, then what the fuck is the point of the test?
2 months. They were hiding them things, dude.
I'm saying, what are we doing? Don't even test then. And they
try to put them where they had the tapes for the freaking moon landing, dude.
They're trying to put them where they trade the referee that was in your fight. That's where they're trying to put him.
Yep, that's all the same freaking closet, dude.
Fucking fixing his pants and shit. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Tuck your shirt in. No, I don't know, man. But listen, there's a lot of questions. Shirt's always untucked, bro. Tuck your damn shirt in. Fucking waving his finger at fighters.
What's going on, man?
All I'm saying is there has to be something better than this. And I don't expect them to be the UFC because that's a very expensive thing to take on USADA. But either test the guys and make sure that if they're on something they don't fight, or don't test them. And I don't even want to be that guy, but at least suspend disbelief if you're gonna just do it to do it. Like, don't be like, hey, we're testing fools, but we'll catch him after he fucking flatlines some guy and probably damn near kills him on 10 times the amount of fucking testosterone because he injected his asshole with fucking anabolic steroids.
Is what?
Yeah, dude. Double fisted it in there. That's how he got 10 times the amount, dude. Shoved it up in there.
I've never done it, but I'm not sure. That's the injection
Straight in the
point.
sphincter, dog. Straight in the sphincter. That's how it went. There's no other way to 10 times the amount. I'm just.
Oh no, dude.
Anyway, listen. It is our belief that we trust that most of the guys in this scene are not on it. I don't know if anyone at all is, but
right.
This being the first one has to be a message sent, in our opinion. I think you would agree with me here.
It's got to be. It's the fight game. People are sports with this money. Somebody always is.
Always looking for an advantage.
Doesn't matter who. It's not personal.
If you're the PBA
most
or
of the guys aren't.
Any sanctioning body in the UK, I'm going to look down the cam and say this. You have to do better. You don't get away from this scot-free here. This isn't all just about Viruzz. Right? Yes, he's the one that made the fucking moronic decision to do this, and he should be banned for life. But the PBA, you got him, but it doesn't even fucking matter now. This happens again and again and again. You're proven to be feckless and useless. Do your fucking job. Don't let people that are 10xing their fucking testosterone on anabolic steroids walk in and beat the shit out of somebody. Then go, hey, you know what? Sorry, we got him now though. It's all good. $8,000 fine, and we'll give it to a charity. And DK, hopefully your orbital's not fucking broken. But sorry, it's not good enough, man. Not good enough. So, comment section, you let us know down below. Do you think the suspension, the fine, all that is enough? How do we fix this going forward? Because it's not the first, probably, and it definitely won't be the last. And
that's for sure.
Yeah, I guess that's where we'll leave it. Comment section, let us know. We hopefully don't have to do this, but
I can't take no loss.